Hello, today we are going to work on splits and backbends. So start by bringing yourself into a nice low lunge. Alright, keep the back toes tucked under. Bring your hands on top of your knee and just sort of settle down into your hips. So every inhale, lifting the chest up a little bit, and every exhale, sinking the hips a little bit more down and forward. Slowly bring the arms up over the head, take a deep breath in, lift the chest up, and then as you exhale, start to lean the upper body back, coming into your first backward bend. So what's really important is to keep this out of the lower back. So every inhale, lifting the chest up a little bit higher, every exhale, pulling the fingertips back. If you start to feel it in the low back, just back off how deeply you're bending. Focus on straightening the arms and lifting the chest. You use an inhale to bring you back out of it. Bring your hands back out on top of your knee. And then we're going to settle back into half splits. So you just bring your hips back toward your heel, flex your right toes back toward you, and settle down into that stretch. So contracting the quadricep muscle and really flexing through the foot. On an inhale, bring it back forward to the low lunge, and then you can start to flow between those two postures. You can take this as slow or as fast as you want. I tend to take it inhaling coming forward and exhaling to sink back. So now it's time to start working into splits. Get your block, or you can also use a book, handy. Start to slide your back foot back, keeping the back toes tucked under. That's really important to keep that back hip facing forward. When you've gone back as far as you can, bring the block or the book under your front thigh. That way you can sort of settle down into your stretch at whatever level you're at. So if you need multiple books or multiple blocks, use them. Eventually you will lower the block. And then eventually you'll move the block out from beneath you entirely, settling into splits. Keep your back toes tucked under. We want to keep that hip pressing forward. Inhale and sweep the arms up and over the head, and you're going to do the same thing that you did with the lunge, the back bend in lunge. You keep inhaling and lifting the chest up, exhaling and pulling the fingertips back. And again, you don't want to feel it in the low back. You don't want pain or crimping or cramping anywhere in the spine. When you're ready to come out, you use an inhale to come up, bring your arms down, and then since we really need balance in all things, you gotta do it on the other side. So you step your left foot forward and come into a low lunge. Same thing, every inhale lifting up through the chest, every exhale sinking the hips a little down and forward. Use an inhale, sweep the arms up and over the head. Take another deep inhale, lift the chest up, and then slowly start to pull the fingertips toward the wall behind you. Just go to whatever depth you can get to with calm, even breath in and out of your nose, opening up chest and shoulders. Use an inhale to lift yourself back to center. and then slowly settle back into half splits. Then take your little flow on this side too, moving forward on an inhale, settling back on an exhale. Get your block ready and start to slide your back foot back. When you've come as far as you can, take your block and get it under your front thigh. Eventually lowering the block down. And you know, it all happens over time. Might take a few months, might take a few years. Just be patient with your body. And eventually, you'll be able to remove the block entirely and sit down. Again, keep the back toes tucked under to keep that hip pressing forward. Inhale, arms sweep up and overhead. Big inhale, chest lifts up. Upper body starts to lean back. One side may be very different from the other. I'm a lot more tight on the left side than I am on the right. And then when you're done, you come out, swing your legs around, and there you have it. Namaste.